Saxon is one of the most influential heavy metal bands of the late 70s and 80s. Denim, leather, and headbanging rebels riding motorbikes and shredding guitars like no one else. They were one of the most important creative forces within the new wave of British heavy metal, and they can be easily credited as one of the major bands to shape heavy metal as we know it and help cause its boom within the mainstream. The whole image of heavy metal being full of guys in leather, denim and boots has been strongly popularized by Saxon. While they didn't exactly invent this look or were the first or only band to use it, they were one of the earliest to emphasize it. They even have albums and songs that are literally just about these guys wearing denim and leather while causing fear and chaos anywhere they go. Judas Priest basically invented the whole leather look, but it was Saxon that put a lot of attention into the whole jeans jacket and biker boots image. To me, Saxon is basically the perfect soundtrack for every badass biker that was around back then, and it's easy to see why they were so popular with bikers in particular.
Metal. Accept no substitute. Accept. Accept. Balls to the wall. On portrait now. Saxon's hard rock crusade destroys America. Saxon. Crusader on Career now.
It's crazy just how many other bands Saxon inspired. They basically shaped a massive part of the 80s metal sound. And I mean specifically the pure heavy metal sound, not glam or what you had in the mainstream. Although even there, you can see the denim roots that Saxon planted.
Here it comes, the Saxon reaction.
If you don't react to your aftershave like that, switch to new Saxon lotion.
The Saxon reaction.
The reaction's different because the action's different. Saxon's loaded with healthy conditioners high alcohol aftershaves don't have. Soothes, razor burn, protects the skin.
Saxon reaction.
And the comfort lasts.
I love that smell.
Saxon lotion. It's a great feeling.
The Saxon reaction.
They had a raw energy that was only found within the new wave of British heavy metal. Raw, pure, no bullshit heavy metal. You hear Saxon and you just wanna head bang, lose control and go wild. They have this rare ability to make metal music that is simply perfect in every single aspect. The vocals are clean and powerful, but can at the same time also shift between sounding rough and hard. The guitar cuts like a knife, it's hard and you can still hear the hard rock influences of the genre. It's fast but precise and it kicks you in the balls harder than anything else you've heard. You listen to Saxon and you can feel their energy and raw power come over you. It makes you want to create lots of battle jackets because this music is made for a heavy metal army. Which is, by the way, literally true, as Saxon were among the very first bands worn as patches on battle jackets, back when they became a common thing. Within heavy metal at least, the new wave of British heavy metal started the whole idea of metalheads wearing band shirts, jackets, patches and other outfits to differentiate themselves from other subgenres. Punks, mods, skinheads, etc. had their own thing going on back in the 70s, and when you saw them, you could easily tell what genre they were part of. But metal didn't really have that, especially since the genre was still very young, not even a decade old. And no one really called it that until the new wave of British heavy metal came along. It didn't really have a name early on, but people were already noticing significant differences in sound from the bands that were new back then, such as Saxon, Iron Maiden, Judas Priest, Motorhead, Girls' School, Tigers of Pang-Tang, and many more. It's crazy to me just how much Saxon shaped the sound of early heavy metal, and especially the way 80s bands sounded. A lot of them even name Saxon as their major inspiration, and Spinal Tap, the fictional metal band, was also based on Saxon. But despite that, and despite how important the band was, they never really got the recognition they deserved. And I'm not talking financially, since they sold over 23 million records worldwide, which is a lot. Personally, I blame it on MTV and similar programs that put more emphasis on a band looking great on camera and in photos. Even in the 80s, Saxon wasn't exactly seen as a young band. They weren't old, but certainly older than most other metal bands, and they also didn't have the look MTV was going for. Their videos weren't flashy or exciting, and the band members looked more like your dad rather than the bad boy image bands like Motley Crue or Red were projecting.
Hungry for Rat? Dig into their new album, Invasion of Your Privacy, featuring the hit single Lay It Down. You know you really want to lay it down. And feast your eyes on Rat the Video, featuring Lay It Down plus 4 other Rat classics. Round and round, what comes around? Satisfy your craving for Rat with their new album Invasion of Your Privacy and Rat the Video. You'll never go hungry again.
Unlike most bands from the late 70s and 80s, Saxon managed to stay extremely consistent. They release 20 albums and the quality is always amazing. It's like the band knows exactly what the fans want and delivers all the time, instead of changing genres or trying to experiment too much. That's not to say that they always sound the same or that they never try new things. They definitely do try to add new things to each album, but they do it in a way that doesn't feel sudden or extreme. I also want to mention just how damn cool and metal their album artworks look. I mean, seriously, this band may have some of the most badass artworks I've ever seen. They also perfectly capture the sound and feeling of every album. To me, Saxon is one of the greatest heavy metal bands to ever walk the face of the earth. They are legends and living metal gods, and one of the reasons why metal got big in the first place.
Hello, faggot lovers everywhere. I've a message for you from Birdseye. Birdseye faggots will appeal to your whole family. They've made them with lashings of gravy, but they've gone easy on the spice because kids don't like them too spicy, apparently. Birdseye even suggests that people who don't like faggots could enjoy these. They live in hope. You know, they could be right.